How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail cut. Pick a class. Deadeye chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, but for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the
So glad you realize who you really are. Let's keep to the bright and better path moving on.
You can't contradict.
Because...
But remember...
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Slice and dice. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. The home stretch. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. on a leash. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. In the face. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. Another one bites the dust. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he doesn't. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an... The child could... There's no doubt you're the child. He said it was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Had it not been for the Tree of Life... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you. You're such a good child, so you probably... The potato people, or not... Magic? You found one. You should be The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai need.
Better bid. Yeah.
You'll need to
Yeah.
You'll need a net to catch. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. One day. But now that you've he says you'd better hurry back to... That's not true. She's the reason there's still...
Weta gono.
He lost you there for a while. But no memory is alone.
Kusata geto.
He says he remembers every single...
Fal come mako tofara di taba.
The tree started...
Baluotoloa.
The genetic evolution... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop
Iboda kelmok.
the road ahead.
Tuloya. Uto lula.
He wants,
Koibe. Okorfabe.
regardless,
Tu wowu.
you're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never... He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. He does... Anyway, he needs help. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have...
That's a spark of light in you!
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're...
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the great... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is worse than ever, teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the... He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least... Out-of-Date will be... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. They've destroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. Says everyone wants to see the Sifu. You're in luck, though, as his schedule...
Zata is the moto tloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, yaput.
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the... The news of the war... There's something. Sometimes one memory can make another come. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it was based on Jagni says there is some darkness in the best of us. He wasn't the... Their kin must put... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. Even if you... Once seeing, he remembers your... The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Understand. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Sharp steel. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes.
Yango,
He wonders where you've been.
yatu puwila.
Learning to swim can be scary when you don't...
Manutay baladrado. Mako.
And he'll be...
Wanap dapat ko. Tutuan. Luisa. Wanap dapat ko. Tutuan. Luisa.
He says that wasn't too...
Auta saredo luwana.
At least you learn,
Seja karianu.
but you need practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Mustiki muhka,
You promised you'd train with her before the sun.
kanjala no toro,
She's not unhappy with you.
gendrana mala,
You should know.
kanjala no toro, kanjala no toro.
She says that's good. With a passion for learning, you'll... Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick... He thinks you should... He wonders what usefulness you... He says he can work wonders with almost... He'd love to... You did well, but he can't. He be... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience.
Ferena masalapu,
You know she doesn't like waiting for...
turi kumbala mua.
Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature.
Ferena masalapu,
She wants you to grow.
kana munta,
That's all she's ever asked of you.
arialoche nui mumera.
They look determined. Better watch out.
Di feresit,
He asks you to stop right there.
di feresit totogo.
There's no...
Famamuni esa masani lava ona.
They push...
Tukonda.
She asks if you're hurt.
Tukonda.
She says it's nice of you to consider them, but they have weapons.
Tateko baba saktin.
The most important thing,
Kanamunt.
it's... Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best.
Schon.
He asks if you could help him, too, before you leave for training.
Vaksan u intabadan kamaglai.
He wishes that was true for your Muma, too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for...
Vaksan donanenya.
He's...
Ekanishalavai.
He's curious to...
Und Lumpfaubs und Lumpfaubs. Ishku.
The style might be too edgy for his taste.
Hoja eskukujua ahai arin kashumai.
Kodo toko.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here.
Kala.
Wants you to...
Kodo toko.
She says she...
Antoro.
Your Muma says you did well today.
Antoro.
Thanks you for being such a good student.
Andro.
Been working on a present for you.
Dere.
You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Catchy.
Volakamono brutna.
Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful.
Kanorota.
A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech.
Andro.
It's called an automaton, and it's hard.
Andro.
You're lucky to have such a fine helper.
Beri.
Your Muma says you look...
Orasa durut.
She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luka Luku from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can...
Sabubu.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.